Peace, peace. This is Anpu with another video on Astral travel. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back with another experience. And like I said, I like to document my astral traveling experiences or lucid dreaming experiences. For those that are new to the channel, I like to say welcome. Um, if you've been watching my videos, you could tell I've been dropping some real deep information. But on this experience, it's happened a couple of days ago, but I didn't have time to post this video. And like I said, if it's a bad experience or amazing experience, I'm going to document it, and that's my purpose of doing these videos, for especially with people out there that's having the same type of experiences I am having, or even people that are more advanced, and maybe they can give me some advice, right? I'm always open for information. You know, I don't sit here and think that I know it all, you know, and just because I have these abilities that I'm like some spiritual guru. I think we all are on a journey. It's just some are more advanced than others, some are more awake than others. Some of us are just still asleep, you know. They still in that zombie state. They don't question life or question spirituality or question anything. Um, so an experience was this happened in March 20th, 2021, and this wasn't an actual traveling experience. I mean, it was, but it was more of a lucid dreaming experience. And like I say, when I astral travel, I'll feel like this vibration separate from my body, and I'm into the fourth dimension, and I take off from there. Lucid dreaming, that I be dreaming and I become conscious within the dream, and and take it from there. So basically they both the same thing. It's just like it's like traveling in a different way. Like if I was to travel to Florida, is one way of flying, and then there's one way of driving, right? I think astral traveling is more like getting there faster. It's like taking a plane, right? Because you feel the vibration, boom, you're like in there. With lucid dreaming, it takes a little while because you're in the dream, and most of the times we don't even question why we dreaming. We just go with the flow. So we see crazy things in our dreams. We don't even like say, "Hey, that's kind of weird," But sometimes we do, and when we do that, when we do realize that something is not normal or something is off, we kind of question our dream, and that can trigger a lucid dream. It takes practice, but I must say, for my experiences and for those that astral travel and lucid dream as well, for me, I feel like these past months, I feel like some type of energy is stopping me from having these experiences. I don't know why I feel that way. I mean, for these past months that went by, I've had a couple of lucid dreams. I didn't document them because they were very short. Because like I said, I feel like something is stopping me. It's like I would have a lucid dream, I'll become conscious within the dream, and then I feel like this type of energy stopping me and looping me into a dream or a trance that I can't remember or I can't become conscious. But when I come out of it, I remember the beginning of the lucid dream. And I always feel like this feeling of something stopping me. Some entity, some type of energy is stopping me from having these experiences. I mean, maybe in the higher realms, they realize that I have these abilities, and maybe I'm a threat to certain entities. Maybe I'm exposing too much. Maybe this type of information don't want to be put out because it can actually start waking people up and making people more conscious to what's really going on in these realities. So, like I have like the past months, I have like at least 4 lucid dreams, and They begin the same way. I become conscious within the dream, and then within a couple of seconds, it's like this energy just stops me. It doesn't. I don't see the entity. I don't see the energy. I just feel it. I just feel the shift within the vibration, and then I'm looped into a dream. And I don't know about y'all, but I dream every day. Every day. I used to keep a dream journal, but now I just don't. I don't have a dream journal. I just because it's so much. It'd probably be a encyclopedia size if I write every dream down. I could remember every dream every day, and it kind of, like I said, it's kind of hard to balance that with the wake life, right? But let me get into this. I'm going to keep this video short. Um, so March 20th, 2021, I had a lucid dream, and so what happened was, and like before I begin, a lot of these times when I have these experiences, people want to ask, hey, what's your technique? How are you able to do this? I'm still learning how to do this, but I noticed that what happens with me is when I break my sleep pattern, that's a lot of times when I have astral traveling experiences. Like I said, it always happens around 3 o'clock in the morning to like 5 or 6. And it's usually when I break my sleep in the middle of the night, I wake up, stay up for a little bit, and then go back to sleep. And that usually triggers my astral traveling experiences. And I haven't really had like a real true astral traveling experience in a long time where I feel the vibration and I separate from my body. I haven't had that in a while. But lucid dreaming is more has been more common for me lately. Um, and yeah, so it's been a while. So so breaking my sleep pattern kind of does that for me. So maybe you can do that. You can set an alarm, go to sleep, set your alarm for 3 or 2 o'clock in the morning. They call that the magical hours. Set your alarm up, wake up, stay up for a couple of minutes, get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, stay up, or do some breathing techniques, or even meditate, and then try to go back to sleep and see what happens. And just keep a notepad and just write the information down. You'd be surprised. Um, yeah. So on this day, I broke my sleep. Well, I woke up like 7:18 in the morning. Right. My son was going to work early. Kind of woke like you know, kind of woke me up. I heard him walking through the house, and it woke me up. So when I got up, I looked around. I went to the bathroom. Came back to sleep. Went back to sleep. Now I'm in a dream. Now within this dream, um, from what I remember, I was watching. What made me lucid was I was watching this TV, right? And on this TV was like these weird uh, geometric shapes that was just forming on the TV screen, and I was really paying like a real close attention to it because it kind of caught my attention. So I started to watch these geometric shapes take form on the TV, and as I'm watching it, that's what made me conscious. That's when I questioned it, because usually when you watch TV, you're watching a movie, you're watching a show, right? So that's what made me question it. I was like, what is this? These shapes on the TV? What is this? And then when I realized, like, oh, wow, I am dreaming right now. I automatically became lucid. And when I became lucid, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm in the astral realm. Cool. Let's see how long this lasts. Because, like I said, I've had many lucid dreams these past months, and something kept stopping me. So now I'm like in my bedroom, right? This is the setting. The setting is my bedroom. So remind you, it's like 7:18 in the morning when I went back to sleep. So the physical world is daytime. But in this realm, it was like nighttime. It was dark, really dark. And my bedroom was dark. And I remember looking to the side, and there was all these little stuffed characters, like animals and different like stuffed plushies and stuff in the room, which I don't have in my room. So I looked at them, and I'm just observing while I'm in this spiritual realm. And that's what I do most of the time. I'm like a scientist. I like to observe. I like to see how things touch, how they feel. to see if I could taste certain things, if I could smell certain things, to see if there's any relation or comparison to the physical realm and the spiritual realm. So that's what I did. So I saw these plushies, and one of these stuffed characters was like a Santa Claus, which was weird. And they all were just there, right? And I remember touching the hand of it just to see how does it feel. Does it really feel like a stuffed animal in this realm? But this is how conscious I was. And when I touched it, it came to life. It pulled back, and it got like angry, and it grabbed my hand, and I was like, "Whoa!" And I was just like, "Wow, that was pretty crazy." And then all of them start to like come to life. So which kind of threw me off for a second, and it was like a scary movie type thing, right? But remind you, I'm so conscious, and I remember like, you know what? I'm out of here. Let me get out of here. Let me journey the realms while I can before this energy stops me again. So I remember going through my house, going downstairs like I normally would. Sometimes I might fly through the window, fly through the door, and or fly through the walls. But this time I said, let me just not use too much energy, and let me just go through the front door like I normally would in physical realm. So I went through the front door. As soon as I went to the front door, closed the door behind me, I was in my old neighborhood in Queens, New York. And like I said, everything was really dark and gloomy. And I noticed that the trees in the neighborhood was like knocked down, like if a tornado came through there. And it wasn't good energy. It wasn't good at all. And I realized that. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And I'm like, just observing. I'm looking around, looking around. I'm just like, what is the cause of this, experience? Why am I seeing what I'm seeing? And another thing that was weird too was like, it was hard for me to see. I don't know why. It was like I said, it was like something was stopping me. So like my vision kept getting darker and darker and darker, especially on this side of my vision of my right eye. Like it just got one side just got dark. Like if I was walking around with one eye covered. So I remember concentrating like, nah, I could see. I want to see clearly. And then I remember the darkness just opened up, and then I was able to see clearer again. And when I did that, I saw these four kids, and never seen these kids a day in my life. And remind you, I'm still conscious. So these kids, it was four of them. They had to be the ages like 13, 12 years old, right? They just started attacking me, right? I mean, literally attacking me. And I remember using one of the methods of Jamie Dawson. She said sometimes when you're in these realms, in dream realms, you will like to say, if you are a dream image, disappear. If you just a dream image, just disappear. And when I said that, none of them disappeared. They were just still there trying to attack me. And I'm saying to myself, like, this ain't real. Don't fall into the trap. Anpu, just keep doing what you do. And it was so weird that it felt too real. Because when they was attacking me, they were scratching me, trying to bite me. And I could actually feel the teeth on me. And just feel the scratches. I could feel the hits. I mean, I was just like, what's going on? It was like a scary movie. It was just like a nightmare, but I was conscious in it. So I try to get away from them. I just like, let me try to get away from them so I could just still journey. Like, what is these entities attacking me? Like, and I could actually feel it. And I've had other astral traveling experiences and lucid dreams and regular dreams experiences where pain was inflicted on me. And, I spoke to my good friend Hathor about it. She made a good point. She said, well, pain is where, is all projected in the mind. So if they can project this type of pain in your mind, you're going to think that you're really feeling this type of pain. And I think this was what was happening in this experience. The scratching, the biting, the hitting. So what happened was I got so frustrated, I just started like hitting them back. I mean, I was knocking them down. And it was like whatever I would do, they just kept coming. They kept coming. They kept coming. And it was like messing up my whole experience. Like I said, I always feel like something is stopping me. And I remember I said, you know what? Let me fly out of here. I started flying, flying. I'm flying through my old neighborhood. And as I'm looking back when I'm flying, they flying after me. I'm like, geez, I can't get rid of these entities. Like, what do they want? Like, and I didn't even try to. I didn't even try to communicate with them to say, what do you want? Because their intentions was to hurt me, right, or to inflict fear, or you know. So what happened was I got so frustrated that I mean I've done this before in the astral realm that I projected these light beams from my hand. Um, like on some Dragon Ball Z type thing, right? Or like Ryu from Street Fighter. I remember I concentrated so much because I was so angry. I concentrated so much that this light came right in my hands and I was gonna blast them with it because I've done this before in other past experiences that I blasted entities with this light from my hands. It seemed like it burns them. And when I did that, they all stopped chasing me and they got scared and then they scattered. So it's very clear. And then when that happened, right after that happened, boom, I came out of the experience. I sat up in bed and I was just like, what's going on? And like I said, I have had those experiences before that light just comes out of my hands and burn them. And it proves to show that when you having these type of experiences and being attacked by negative entities, we have to keep in mind and always remember that you are more stronger than them. And if you don't know it, they will take advantage of that. And that's the lesson that I got out of that experience. And yeah, that's what I was doing. I was just protecting myself and realized that I was more powerful than them. They scattered, they ran. So, and that's the thing too. When you're, you know, powerful and have special abilities, you know, your light is going to attract all sorts of entities that wants part of that source that you have. It could be negative or positive. Um, this is the type of realms and these are the type of situations that you're going to be dealing with if you want to tap into this type of magic and this type of experiences dealing with out of body. Um, yeah, so that it was a short experience, but it wasn't the greatest experience, but it was definitely something to learn from. Um, to not project fear and just realize that you have more power than them. And but like I said, I feel like I don't know if I'm the only one that's going through this at this time, but something is against me right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would say, "Oh, it's yourself," you know. But I've done this so many times, and I would know if it's myself doing this. And trust me, it's not. I don't feel that way. I actually feel something is stopping me from having these experiences. So, if you had any experiences like that, or if you want to comment about it, please do. Please share your comment. I mean, I would love to hear your information. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that on that note. I'm gonna say thank you for watching and for tuning in. And like I said, I'm gonna be, you know, putting out these experiences if it's good or bad. So here it is. This is Astral Travel number 48 with your boy Anpu Ra. So thanks for tuning in. I'd like to say peace, Hotep, journey well.